Hello everyone, welcome you all for the second session on Module 2. So Module 2 is conformal transformation and complex integration. To begin with, we have started discussing about the complex integration. In the previous session, we have seen what is complex integration, how it has to be done, how do we need to evaluate, and how to calculate the limits and all other things. Let us proceed further and see different types of problems on complex integration in this session. So here, let us look at the third example. So evaluate integral over c z square dz. And this integration must be performed along two curves. One is A and the other one is B. Curve A is a straight line from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3 plus I. And the second curve is along the curve made up to two line segments, one from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3 and the other one is z is equal to 3 to z is equal to 3 plus I. So here let us start finding the solution for it. So consider the given integral. Given integral is integral over c z square dz. And we know that wherever we come across z in the complex part, z is x plus iy, and z square will be equal to x square minus y square plus 2i xy. So z square is x plus iy the whole square, and on expanding it by using a plus b whole square we get, and I square is equal to minus 1, which we have used here. So therefore integral over c z square dz can be written as x square minus y square plus 2i xy into dz is dx plus I dy. Now consider the first curve. The first curve is a straight line equation which is given by 0 to 3 plus I, which implies that x comma y, the 0 is nothing but 0 plus 0i, both real and imaginary parts are 0, and it varies up to 3 plus I. So means the real part x is equal to 3 and the imaginary part y is 1. So 0 0 to 3 comma 1. So 0 0 to 3 comma 1. And equation of a straight line is x minus x naught by x1 minus x naught into y minus y naught by y1 minus y naught. There are 2 points given for us, and the line joining these 2 points need to be evaluated by using this equation. So let us substitute the values of x0, x1, x1, y1 and x2, y2, and on substituting we get equation of a straight line joining the point 0, 0 and 3, 1 is y is equal to x by 3. The equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c, where c is 0 here and m is 1 by 3. So equation of a line, if we draw it graphically, this is how it looks. So along x-axis and along y-axis, and y is equal to x by 3 this is what the line we get when we represent that graphically with a set of values of x and y. So now observe that graph. Y is equal to x by 3 and differentiation dy is dx by 3. And here if we take that equation y is equal to x by 3 and x varies from 0 comma 3 because the points which we have taken which we have considered as 0 comma 0 to 3 comma 1. So here if I consider the first one, that is x coordinate here and x coordinates here, which gives clearly that x varies from 0 to 3. Now let us substitute all that in the given integral. So integral over c z square dz, let us substitute for z square dz curve and the limits. So since we are taking x limits, x varies from 0 to 3. Now we are converting everything in terms of 3. So z square on expanding we get x square, and y is going to be replaced by x by 3, that is x square by 9, and 2i into xy, 2i into xy. So x into x square, x by 3 gives us x square by 3, and dz was dx plus I dy, dx plus I dy. So dx is as it is, dy is going to be replaced by dx by 3. So we have made a substitution. Remaining all is the simplification part. So integration of x square is x cube by 3. Integration of x square. Okay, before that let us multiply it and then perform the integration. So here dx plus I into dx by 3. You can take out dx as a common term. So we have 1 plus I by 3. and that can be multiplied with this. So after multiplying, we can perform the integration. This I by 3 is a constant. That is another way of representing it. So here, so from this term, you can take 1 plus I by 3 as a common term and write it outside. And this remaining is dx. And this multiplication of x square minus x square by 9 plus 2i into x square by 3. From this, when you take the LCM is going to be 27. And when we perform, when we take the LCM and proceed, we get an equation, and on integration of x square is x cube by 3, and substituting all that, we get the limit, and we get this, and between the limits 0 to 3. Between the limits 0 and 3, we have to put the limits and evaluate it. So now, on substituting the limits, x cube by 3, so this we get it as 2 by 3 plus 26i by 27 into 27 by 3. X cube, x is equal to 3, upper limit 3 cube is 27 by 3. This entire thing gives you this one, real part and imaginary part. So therefore, integral over c z square into dz results in 6 plus, again taking the LCM, 6 plus 26i by 3. So this is how we need to perform the integration. So now let us take the second curve given. So second one was the segment z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3. So z is equal to 0, z is nothing but x plus iy, and z is equal to 3 is nothing but x plus iy is equal to 3. So z is equal to 0 is nothing but 0 plus I0, and z is equal to 3 is nothing but 3 plus 0i. Z is nothing but x plus iy. So the real part is 0 and the real part of the second term is 3. So x comma y varies from this point 0 0 and this point 3 comma 0. And the segment z is equal to 3 and z is equal to 3 plus I. So which is nothing but, this is nothing but x comma y here is, x comma y is 3 comma 0 to x comma y is 3 comma 1. So from this part, so here x plus iy, that is 3 plus I0, and here it is 3 plus 1. So that is what we have written. So the graph of which will be the first point, the line segment 0 to 3, and the next one is P to Q, that is 3 comma 0 to 3 comma 1. This line segment is this. So which we have taken it as P to Q. So proceeding further, along OP, the curve is split up into two parts. Now one is OP and the other one is PQ. So along OP, it is an x-axis, equation of which is 0, y is 0 and dy is 0. And PQ, equation of PQ is x is equal to 3 and dx is 0, and it is a vertical line, so y varies from 0 to 1. So integral over c z square dz is integral, substituting the limit 0 to 3 x square dx plus I into integral 0 to 1 and expanding, z is x plus iy whole square, and on expanding we get this from the previous equation. You can see the equation is equation of an line is x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3, z is x plus iy, and x is equal to 3 we have to substitute. So I'll show you that. So actually the equation is z square. Z square is nothing but x plus iy whole square. So we have considered the line segment x is equal to 3. Let us substitute 3 plus iy whole square. So we can expand this by using a plus b whole square. A square is 9 plus b square is iy whole square plus 2 times of 3 into iy. So that is going to be 6iy. So that is what, and this I square gives us minus 1. So we get minus y square, 9 minus 6 iy. So this is what we have written it here. So now we can perform the integration. Integration of x square is x cube by 3, and integration of this is 9y minus y cube by 3 plus 6i into integration of y is y square by 2 between the limits 0 and 1. So now substitute the limits. On substituting the limits for real and imaginary parts, we get 9 into 9 minus 1 by 3 gives us 26 by 3 on taking the LCM, and this 3i is as it is. So 9 plus 26i by 3 minus 3. So multiply this I inside. So it becomes 3i square. I square is minus 1. That is why we get minus. So integral over c z square dz is equal to 6 plus 26i by 3. So let us see another example. Evaluate integral 0 to 0, 3 to 2, 4. The integrand is 2y plus x square dx plus 3x minus y into dy. So along the following paths, there are paths given. One is the parabola, x is equal to 2t and y is equal to t square plus 3. And the second curve is the straight line from 0, 3 to 2, 4. So consider the given integral first. Integral 0, 3 to 2, 4. It means x, y to x, y. X is 0 to 2 and y is 3 to 4. That is what an integrand here is 2y plus x square into dx plus 3x minus y into dy. So very clear from this 2 points given as x varies from 0 to 2 and y varies from 0 to 4. Because whatever the point we consider here, it will be in the form of x, y. So x is 0, y is 3. Here also x, y, x is 2, y is 4. So that is how we could get the limits. And given as x is equal to 2t and y is equal to t square plus 3 is an equation of the curve given for us. And so let us differentiate it. Dx will be equal to 2 times of dt and dy is equal to 2t dt. So now at x is equal to 0, since we are substituting x is equal to 2t, that is x in terms of t and y is also in terms of t. The limits are with respect to x and y. So since we make a substitution with respect to t, the limits also must be evaluated with respect to t. So take x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0 here, 2t also will be equal to 0, which implies t is 0. So when x is equal to 2, so put x is equal to 2 here. 2 is equal to 2t. 2 and 2 gets cancelled and t will be equal to, t will be equal to 2. T is equal to 1. So, and when y is equal to 3, so I'll illustrate that. So here you have x is equal to 2t. So when x is equal to 0, 2t will be equal to 0, which implies t is equal to 0. And when x is equal to 2, the upper limit. So when x is equal to 2, I'll substitute x is equal to 2 here. 2 is equal to 2t, which implies 2 and 2 gets cancelled. T will be equal to 1. So this is 1. And now for the, let us evaluate for y. So y we have to substitute it here. T square plus 3. When y is equal to 3. So put 3 y is equal to t square plus 3. When y is equal to 3, t square plus 3 and this 3 if I transfer towards the other side, it becomes minus 3 and t will be equal to 0. And when y is equal to 4, put y is equal to 4 here. 4 is equal to t square plus 3. Transfer the 3 towards this side. So we get t is equal to 1. So this is how we have to evaluate the limits with respect to the new substitution. So therefore, which implies that t varies from 9 to 1. T varies from 0 to 1. It varies from 0 to 1. So now consider the given integral 0, 3 to 2, 4. The entire thing. Now we can substitute for y as t square plus 3 and x as 2t square, 2t. So when we make a substitution for y and x, we get this. So y is t square plus 3 and x is 2t. The entire square is 4t square and dx is 2 dt. And 3 into 2t, it is 6t. And y is t square plus 3 minus of which gives us this. And dy is 2t dt. So since everything is converted in terms of t, only the limits for t we have to write, and t varies from 0 to 1. So this is 0 to 1. And multiply this 2 inside the bracket, and even this 2 can be taken inside. So we get 4t square plus 412 plus 8t square, and from this term multiply this 2t inside, 12t square and 2t cube minus 60 into dt. So now add all the square terms. 4t square plus 8t square plus 12t square gives us 24t square. Then t cube terms, there is only 1, so you can write it as it is. And t terms, there is only 1, which is 6t, write it as it is. And constant terms, it is 12. So we have simplified to the maximum, and now we can go for performing the integration. So integration of t square is t cube by 3, integration of t square is t cube by 3, and constants, and the integration of a constant is 12t. Substituting the limits and simplifying, we get 33 by 2. And the another curve which has been given as a straight line equation for joining the points 0, 3 and 2, 4. So there are 2 points given. We have to find the equation of a line joining these 2 points. So the equation of a line joining 2 points is given by x minus x naught, x1 minus x naught is equal to y minus y naught by y1 minus y naught. So substitute the values. This you can take it as x naught y naught, and this you can take it as x1 y1. So substituting here, we get x by 2 is equal to y by 3. Further simplifying, x is equal to 2y minus 6 and dx will be equal to 2 dy. So the given integral, we are substituting, we are converting everything in terms of y. So because we are making a substitution for y, and y limits are from 3 to 4 from the given integral, and x is equal to 2y minus 6. So x is equal to 2y minus 6. Where and all we have x, replace it by 2y minus x. So the first term 2y is as it is. X is equal to 2y minus 6 the whole square, and dx is 2 dy, which we have obtained here. We are substituting it here, plus 3 into x. X is again 2y minus 6 and minus y into dy. And from this integral, it is very clear that y limits are from 3 to 4. So we have to simplify further now. Multiply this 2 inside the bracket. So we get 4y. This expand by using a minus b whole square and then multiply by 2. Here 3 into 2 6, and 3 into 6 is 18 minus y dy. So now grouping the terms of y square, y and constant, this is what the expansion we get. And now we can perform the integration with respect to y. So we get this, and between the limits 3 to 4. Substitute the limits and simplify. We get the answer as 97 by 6. So this is how we need to perform the integration of a complex integration. We'll see one more example. If C is a circle with center at 0 and radius r, then show that integral over C dz by z minus 0 is equal to 2 pi I. Integral over C z minus a to the power of n into dz is equal to 0 if n is not equal to minus 1. So here in a complex functions, mod of z minus a is equal to r is a circle with center at a and radius is equal to r. So you have to remember this equation. And we know that z is equal to r e power I theta. Z is equal to x plus iy in complex form. Z is equal to r e power I theta in polar form. Again, with it is going to be it will have a center at origin and radius will be equal to r. So from this we can get z minus a is equal to r e to the power of I theta with the center at a, and dz is equal to I. Differentiation of this will be I r into e to the power of I theta d theta. So here once it is a circle, the theta always varies from 0 to 2 pi. So complete circle, so theta will be equal to 0 to pi. So this is what is your equation. So in Cartesian form, whose equation will be x square plus y square is equal to r square. The same thing in polar form is z is equal to r e to the power of I theta. So here z minus a is equal to r, that is a circle. Even z is also circle. So in place of z, we can substitute z minus a. So therefore we have got z minus a is equal to r e power I theta. And since it is a circle, the limit of theta will be 0 to 2 pi. So now let us consider the first one, integral over c dz by z minus a. So we have evaluated the limits for theta. Theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. And dz, z is equal to r e power I theta, and dz is I r e power I theta. That we are substituting here. I r into e power I theta d theta, and z minus a from the previous slide, which is r e power I theta. So which we are substituted here. And the terms r and r gets cancelled, e power I theta and e power I theta gets cancelled. And I is a constant, you can write it outside, and we have only d theta. So integration of d theta is theta between the limit 0 and 2 pi, and integral over c dz by z minus 0 is equal to z minus a is 2 pi I. So here you can make a correction, it is a z minus a. So proceeding further, so here to here too it is z minus a. Z minus a in the denominator. Integral over c, z minus a will be equal to 2 pi I. So which we have evaluated and got the answer. So now, so along the second curve given was integral over c z minus a to the power of n dz, and we have evaluated the limit for theta as 0 to 2 pi, and z minus a is nothing but r e to the power of I theta, the power n is as it is, and dz is ir into e power I theta d theta. So I is a constant, you can write it outside. Limits 0 to 2 pi, r power n and one more r, so you get r power n plus 1. E to the power of I theta, that is e power n I theta and I theta. So e power I theta to the power of n plus 1 into d theta. So r is a constant because integration is with respect to theta, you can write it outside. Integration of e to the power of I theta to the power of n is e to the power of I n plus 1 theta divided by I n plus 1 between the limits 0 and 2 pi. So substitute theta is equal to 2 pi and theta is equal to 0. Upper limit we get this term and lower limit e to the power of 0. E to the power of 0 is 1 and e to the power of I, actually the e to the power of I theta, e to the power of I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. So in place of like here you have 1, therefore we have 1 theta here. Here we have n plus 1, so it is n plus 1 2 pi and n plus 1 2 pi. In place of theta you have got 2 pi. So cos n plus 1 2 pi, cos 2 pi value was 1, that is cos 0. So cos 2 pi is this complete circle, here we get cos 0, cos 2 pi and all even multiples like 4 pi, 6 pi, everywhere the answer is going to be 1. And sin 2 pi value was 0. Therefore, e to the power of I n plus 1 into 2 pi results in 1. Therefore, integral over c z minus a to the power of n dz is going to be resulting in, we are substituting for it and the answer is going to be 0. So, hope you all have understood, and like the problems will be differently given. So, what has been given and how exactly we have to find is the task that you have to analyze and complete the problem. So, thank you.